Have you ever wondered why some people seem to bounce back from failures while others give up at the first sign of difficulty? The answer lies in mindset. Your mindset, whether fixed or growth-oriented, shapes the way you approach challenges, learn new skills, and define success. A fixed mindset is the belief that abilities, intelligence, and talents are set in stone. People with this mindset avoid challenges, fear failure, and often feel stuck in their capabilities. On the other hand, a growth mindset is the belief that skills and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. Those with a growth mindset embrace challenges, see failures as opportunities to improve, and continuously push themselves beyond their limits. The difference between these two mindsets determines how we respond to setbacks and how much we achieve in life. People with a growth mindset are more resilient, adaptable, and successful because they understand that improvement is always possible. In this video, we'll explore growth mindset versus fixed mindset, breaking down the key differences, the psychology behind them, and practical ways to shift toward a growth-oriented way of thinking. By the end, you'll have the tools to transform your mindset and unlock your full potential. A fixed mindset is the belief that intelligence, talents, and abilities are static. They cannot change or improve. People with a fixed mindset think that success comes from natural talent alone, not effort or learning. As a result, they avoid challenges because they fear failure will expose their limitations. This mindset often starts in childhood, shaped by messages from parents, teachers, and society. If children are constantly praised for being smart instead of their effort, they may begin to fear failure, believing it defines their intelligence. This creates a self-imposed limit on what they attempt to achieve. People with a fixed mindset also tend to compare themselves to others rather than focusing on personal growth. When they see someone more skilled, they may feel discouraged instead of inspired. This leads to a cycle of avoiding new experiences, sticking to what is comfortable, and resisting change. A fixed mindset doesn't just affect personal growth. It impacts careers, relationships, and success in life. Those who believe they cannot improve often stay in their comfort zones, missing out on opportunities to grow. However, the good news is that mindsets are not permanent. With awareness and effort, a fixed mindset can shift into a growth mindset, unlocking limitless potential. A growth mindset is the belief that intelligence, skills, and abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. People with this mindset understand that failure is not a dead end, but a stepping stone to improvement. Instead of avoiding challenges, they embrace them, knowing that overcoming difficulties leads to personal growth. This mindset is backed by science. Neuroscientists have discovered that the brain forms new neural connections when we learn and practice, meaning intelligence is not fixed. It can grow. This is why people who continuously challenge themselves and seek learning opportunities become more skilled over time. A key characteristic of a growth mindset is seeing effort as the path to mastery. People with this mindset don't rely on talent alone. They know that hard work and dedication are what truly drives success. This outlook allows them to stay motivated even when progress feels slow. A growth mindset also fosters resilience and adaptability. Instead of being discouraged by setbacks, people with this mindset analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and try again. This makes them better problem solvers and more confident in facing life's challenges. A fixed mindset creates invisible barriers that prevent growth and success. When people believe their abilities are unchangeable, they avoid trying new things out of fear of failure. This mindset leads to stagnation, as individuals stick to what they already know instead of pushing their limits. Fear of failure is a major consequence of a fixed mindset. People with this belief system see mistakes as proof that they are not good enough, rather than as learning experiences. As a result, they often refuse to take risks, missing out on valuable opportunities for growth. A fixed mindset also makes people overly reliant on validation. Instead of focusing on self-improvement, they seek constant approval from others to feel smart or talented. This creates an unhealthy cycle where they only attempt tasks they know they can succeed in, instead of embracing challenges that could help them improve. Finally, a fixed mindset causes people to give up easily. When faced with difficulties, they assume they lack the natural ability to succeed rather than understanding that perseverance leads to improvement. This mindset leads to unfulfilled potential, as they stop trying before they even have a chance to grow. Mindset is not just a belief, it's deeply connected to how our brain functions. Neuroscience has proven that our brains have the ability to grow and change throughout life, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that adopting a growth mindset can physically rewire our brains for success. When we learn something new, our brain forms new neural connections. The more we practice a skill, the stronger these connections become, making learning easier over time. This is why consistent effort leads to improvement. Our brain adapts and strengthens based on our actions. Studies show that people with a growth mindset activate different areas of their brain when faced with challenges. Instead of feeling defeated by failure, they experience increased brain activity, signaling that their mind is engaged in learning. This allows them to see obstacles as opportunities rather than threats. The best part is that anyone can train their brain to develop a growth mindset. By deliberately challenging negative thoughts, embracing learning opportunities, and practicing resilience, we can reshape our mental patterns and unlock greater potential. Change starts with believing that improvement is always possible. A growth mindset isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. The first step is to reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of seeing difficulties as roadblocks, recognize them as chances to learn and improve. When you approach obstacles with curiosity rather than fear, your brain adapts and grows. Next, embrace effort as the key to mastery. Many people assume that talent alone leads to success, but research shows that consistent practice and perseverance are far more important. By valuing effort over instant results, you build resilience and long-term success. Another important step is learning from feedback instead of fearing it. Criticism can feel discouraging, but a growth mindset turns it into a tool for improvement. Instead of seeing feedback as a personal attack, view it as guidance to refine your skills and achieve better results. Finally, surround yourself with a growth-oriented environment. The people you spend time with influence your mindset. Engage with mentors, supportive friends, and inspiring content that reinforce the belief that growth is possible. This constant exposure to positive reinforcement strengthens your mindset and keeps you motivated. Breaking free from a fixed mindset takes conscious effort, but it's absolutely possible. The first step is to become aware of your limiting beliefs. Pay attention to the thoughts that tell you, "I'm just not good at this," or "I'll never improve." Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward changing them. Once you've identified fixed mindset thinking, challenge it with growth mindset statements. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," reframe it as, "I can't do this yet." Adding the word "yet" reminds you that improvement is always possible with effort and learning. Another key strategy is redefining failure as a stepping stone to success. Many people avoid challenges because they fear failure. But the truth is, every mistake you make teaches you something valuable. Embracing failure as part of the learning process helps you grow stronger and more resilient. Finally, surround yourself with people who inspire a growth mindset. Being around individuals who embrace challenges and encourage learning can help shift your perspective. Seek out mentors, books, and experiences that reinforce the idea that intelligence and abilities can develop over time. Persistence is the fuel that keeps a growth mindset alive. The first step to developing persistence is understanding that setbacks are temporary. When challenges arise, many people assume they've reached their limit. However, a growth mindset teaches us that obstacles are just part of the learning process. Another crucial aspect is setting realistic yet challenging goals. When goals are too easy, we don't grow, and when they're too hard, we become discouraged. The key is to find a balance. Set goals that push your limits but remain achievable with consistent effort. Persistence also requires building resilience against self-doubt. It's natural to question yourself when facing difficulties, but learning to silence that inner critic and replace it with encouraging self-talk will help you stay on track. Remind yourself that progress is often slow but always valuable. Finally, celebrate small wins along the way. Recognizing progress, no matter how small, boosts motivation and reinforces the belief that persistence leads to success. Each step forward is proof that growth is happening. A growth mindset isn't just about improving in one area. It's about embracing learning as a lifelong journey. The first step is to remain curious. People with a growth mindset actively seek new knowledge, skills, and experiences because they believe in continuous self-improvement. Next, understanding that intelligence and abilities are not fixed encourages lifelong learning. Research shows that the brain forms new connections throughout life, meaning anyone can keep growing, no matter their age. The key is to stay open to learning opportunities, whether through reading, courses, or hands-on experiences. Another powerful habit is seeking feedback and using it as a tool for growth. Instead of fearing criticism, those with a growth mindset welcome constructive feedback as a way to refine their skills. Learning from others accelerates personal and professional development. Finally, lifelong learners cultivate patience and persistence. Mastery takes time, and the willingness to keep learning, even in the face of setbacks, separates those who stagnate from those who thrive. Growth is not a destination, but an ongoing process that leads to endless possibilities. Developing a growth mindset is one of the most powerful changes you can make in your life. It transforms the way you see challenges, not as threats, but as opportunities to grow. When you embrace the idea that effort leads to improvement, you unlock your full potential. A growth mindset also fosters resilience in the face of failure. Instead of viewing mistakes as a sign to give up, you see them as stepping stones toward success. Every setback teaches you something valuable, and each failure brings you one step closer to mastery. Moreover, this mindset strengthens relationships and personal development. People with a growth mindset communicate better, adapt more easily, and support others in their journeys. They understand that intelligence and skills are not set in stone, making them more empathetic and open to collaboration. Finally, adopting a growth mindset is a lifelong journey. It's not a one-time shift, but a continuous process of learning, evolving, and pushing beyond self-imposed limitations. When you commit to growth, you don't just change your mindset, you change your life.